Thank you, David. Free throw, no good for LeBron.
Word has it that LeBron spends over $1 million keeping his body in shape. I think that's a big reason why he's been able to enjoy such a long career, making that kind of investment into the tool of his trade.
Al Richardson following Jameer Nelson's three-point attempt. Nice shot by Lynn.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it's Paul missing. Wizards have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. James looking it over. And finished off by LeBron.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now.
First in opponent field goal shooting, and converting turnovers into points was their specialty. Second in the league in that category. That is really how they're built.
And Greg, you talked about their killer defense, holding opponents to the lowest shooting percentage in the league. They just shut teams down. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. And the Wizards with possession. They've got a 13-2 run going. Sweet move. And it's Gordon missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Much respect for the speed and IQ Nelson possesses. I mean, this guy's a crafty point guard who also knows how to get his guys going. A good mark of a leader.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And here's Gordon. 9 points last game out. Posey passes to Gordon. 1 second left. And that does it for the first quarter. Wizards lead by 9. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
13. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your review dance squad.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
Not quite enough defense that time around, just lucky he was off.
Offensive rebound. There's the pass to Glover. The Wizards working the ball around now. Paul against Land, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Working through the early stages of the season, Greg, how long does it take for teams to establish rotations?
Kevin, some teams know day one how they're going to look, but for a lot of teams that made roster changes, maybe coaching changes, it could literally take half the season to figure it out.
Boy, Willin is not only smooth, but he's crafty at getting contact. A physical player who really works to get himself to the line.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
And Jeremy Lin, you know, I think has a great reputation. He's a confident guy who provides energy at both guard spots.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And the layup's good off the glass. Lin's got the lead up to 12 now for the Wizards.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And Kevin, little plays like that one will help them manage this lead heading into the half. How about the determination?
There is Yall with a screen on Lin. Inside. And there's Verejao. That's good on the assist by Nelson.
man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Lynn kicks to LeBron. There's a minute 34 left in the first half of the game. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Paul. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
And also 3 steals, so he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
Now Lynn following Chris Paul's 3-point attempt. Lynn's shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 12. Paul outside. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Jordan.
He's been an absolute non-factor. 0 factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
Trailblazers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. 3-pointer, Nelson. Rebound by the Wizards.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. 6 to shoot. James. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You just have to discipline yourself not to fall for James' pump fake, because as soon as he gets you up in the air, you're done.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
Here's Richardson. No good with the layup. And so it's Washington. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've got their field goal percentage of...
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it.
They have to start penetrating in the lane. A few high percentage shots could make a difference in the paint. Right now, the focus has been on jumpers, and it's been too predictable.
And let's take a moment to shift gears. Check out the upcoming schedule.
And you know, for that matchup with the Cavaliers, let's be honest, they're clearly the better team. You can't afford to drop games where you're the heavy favorite.
This is a TCB game, taking care of business. Doesn't have to be pretty, just win.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
The screen from Brown. Nelson, the pass to Brown. Can't hit from in close.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
LeBron, no good. Trailblazers trail by 13. Paul with the ball, and it's Lynn picking him up. Paul can't get it to go.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And they double up James. Outside, Lynn. Jordan sets the pick for Lynn. Nelson with the steal. Ball against Lynn. Here's Brown. And nothing but air on that one.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Here's Lynn. Good, and the assist goes to James. Lynn's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Wizards. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Nelson against Richardson. Brown with the screen on Richardson. The kick out to Brown. Here's Warwick. And it's off from three-point range.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
LeBron passes to Good. Here's LeBron. And that one drops for him. LeBron's got 13. And the action on hold, as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been of benefit.
Anderson Varejão's checked in for Portland.
Who's watching here?
Here's Nelson. Gooden with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Charity stripe shot. Nelson, no luck.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute them because his shot making is not happening right now.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Ball left side. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Yep, excellent use of the old up and up move that time. Chris selling it hard and everybody buying.
2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 30 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. Gordon with it. Picked up by Malone. Ilgauskas. He can't get it to go.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Here's McLeod. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Misses off the left iron.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Wizards out front, up 19. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Malone. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
That's exactly what a team needs when they're playing from behind. Energetic defense.
Drew Gooden has checked in for Washington. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Time now for an injury report.
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer of the Trailblazers was able to update me on the situation. I'm told that he has a sprained finger, and right now they've got ice on it to try and help with the swelling. While the season isn't very old, this is still distressing to hear, and somebody is going to have to pick up the slack while he's out. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook.
I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much there.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Over in the corner, Paul. Paul can't get that one to fall. Wizards leading by 21. Here's Glover. Four on the clock. From deep. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Washington.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LeBron.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Pass to Glover from deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Substitution on the court.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Passes to McLeod. And James pulls it down. Here's Lynn. It's rebounded by Malone. It's Nelson up top. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Ullman, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. We've got a terrific low post matchup tonight, Doris. Two of the top big men in the league going head-to-head.
Kevin, these are two teams that try to get their centers as many touches as possible. They are the axis upon which these offenses rotate, and how much the defense can guard that entry pass will be a key tonight.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Gobert is out there with Toppin, and it's Ball in at the 1. Now, here's Maxey. Brown feeling it out a bit. Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
And certain teams take on the attitude of their city. And over the years, Philadelphia has been one of the Sixers known for having tough teams, much like the town.
And it's James missing. 1:09 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. Brown right side. Oh, good with the triple.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
McDaniels kicks the ball. Passes it to Toppin. To the right side. Here's McDaniels. Good on the three-point shot.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Now LeBron. Into the lane. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
Oh, at 6'8", it's easy to forget how good his handles are, but LeBron creates easy opportunities for himself.
Nailed from three-point land.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead, up by 4. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
On the court for Minnesota, Taurean Prince is out there with Anderson. Then it's Naz Reid. Then there's Edwards. And it's Noel in at the point. Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through. Even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row, no player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
Here is Edwards after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Edwards against Melton. Edwards passes to Reed, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Really nice decision-making by Anthony Edwards. If you're going to play in the NBA, you've got to read off pick-and-roll action.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Pass to Embiid, the 3. Oh, good on that one. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Anderson with the ball. Maxey covering. Now the pass to Edwards. Minnesota gets it back at a new shot clock of 14 seconds. Prince misses. The 76ers trail by 4. To the left wing. Embiid inside. Guarded by Reed. And it's good. 2 points.
And the man just brings his lunch pail and goes to work. What sets Embiid apart is he does it with such ease.
Pass to Anderson. It's stolen by Harris. Here's Melton. Wow! Believe Unbelievable.
Can't do it much better than that right before the clock expires.
What a way to seize momentum. Can it carry over into the next quarter? Beautifully done.
All right, thank you, David. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Evaluating recent attempts, Doris, to create super teams. They haven't quite worked out as planned, have they?
What we understand now is the game isn't played on paper. So many things go into winning. Chemistry, health, and if you risk your future trying to put together a super team with no consideration for what comes next, that can be problematic.
On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Brown out there with Maxey, and it's LeBron at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Ball finds Edwards. To the paint. Here's Toppin. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Toppin's got 4 points in the quarter.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Now here's James. Stolen by Ball. McDaniels in the post. Working on James. A shot by McDaniels. No good. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. It's a one-point game. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window, and exploits it.
Brown the pass to James. It's stolen by Gobert. With 1 on the clock, and no good. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Timber. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look at the foul for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. They've got Kyle Anderson. He's out there with Reed. LaMelo Ball is out there with McDaniels. And it's Noel in at the 2 guard. Here's Ball. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. And that one drops.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
Tremendous effort, putting pressure on the rim here at a critical time in this game.
Now, here's McDaniel. Anderson outside. Ball against Melton. Here's Reed. From outside, off the mark.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Brown outside. Here's Noel. To the left side wing. Here's Ball. And that one hits back iron. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
Brown outside. Tries the spin move. And McDaniels with the block. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Timeout called the 76ers. They trail by 3. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the 76ers with some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. James comes in for McDaniels. And Maxey subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. Minnesota also making some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Toppin comes in for Kyle Anderson. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Noel. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Up to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks.
Yeah, 2-possession game now after knocking both of those down.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're down by 5. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
No time to waste here. Quick bucket and a foul.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 7-point lead. We've got 13 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Brown. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Boy, you have got to appreciate how hard Jaylen Brown goes. Amazing how he gets defenders to foul him when he's going up with his shot.
And Brown drops them both. Seven seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
That's his third personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Shooting for Minnesota.
Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. 7 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Maxey finds Embiid. Knocks down the trifecta.
And there is no back down in Joel Embiid. He is ready to rise to the occasion in the big moment.
All from Minnesota. It's T-shirt time, everybody. Who won?
And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.